This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2000 Chevy C3500 regular cab. It's a 1-ton single rear wheel, 5.7 liter gas motor. It's 2-wheel drive. It's a work truck, obviously. It was a vehicle we bought from AT&T Southwest Bell out of California. Very nice truck. It's only got 83,000 actual miles on it. Runs great. Cosmetically, it's a work truck, so it's got, dings and nicks and whatever. We bring them in. We do a 2-hour inspection. Once we're done with that, we fix what needs to be fixed. Whatever we don't fix, we tell you we didn't fix. In this case, it needed this is what our inspections look like, but it needed a manifold hose, it needed an AC charge, and it needed a serpentine belt. It got all 3 of those. We bought several of these things. Some of them have a combination of things. This one has a compressor on it, but no generator. This one has air conditioning. Some of the trucks don't have air conditioning. So anyway, check out what it's got. Make sure it works for you. This will be seen by literally 400 or 500 people a day. And for somebody will likely have a generator that'll fit on this thing, plug it in, and they'll have self-contained power. There is a plug that you can actually, if you have an outlet somewhere near it, you can plug in and make the compressor work from that. But the compressor itself is brand new. If you look at it, it's obviously brand new. And for some reason, they didn't take that off the truck when they sold it. I have no idea why. But we have one truck that has everything on it. It has a compressor and a generator, but doesn't have air conditioning. We have this one that has a compressor, no generator, but has air conditioning. And then we have a couple that don't have air conditioning or generator or compressor. So it's kind of a mixture of these. Anyway, my brother will be taking this thing next out for pictures. He'll take 40 or 50 HD pictures. And in those pictures, you can use a little magnifying device that we provide you. And you can zoom in, closer than the eye can actually see. I mean, it's amazing what you can see. So please use that device. That'll help you make your decisions. Obviously, if you're buying these things for cosmetics, you're probably not very smart and you're delusional. These are not about cosmetics. These are about money making. These are work trucks. So cosmetically, it shouldn't matter, but there will be pictures for you to look at so that you know exactly what you're buying, as far as what they look like and how they function. This is a low-mile 5.7 liter work truck. Cosmetically, it's typical work truck. This is the compressor, by the way, and it's obviously brand new. I have no idea why they would install something like that on a truck that is being sold. But that's why we probably pay these huge bills to AT&T, right? This little storage bin up here. Anyway, for a guy who just wants a little work truck that's got decent miles on it, that doesn't have to be diesel, and wants something that's affordable to work with, if there's a problem with the motor in the future or whatever, it's pretty cheap. We also have this bin up here. There's one up there also that goes the length of the truck. here's the other end of the compressor. It goes right through the cab. And obviously, you have a plug right here. So, you know, you could run it to a power source and be good to go there. Or you could use these plugs, and this is where they had the generators mounted on these trucks, and all the wiring is there for it if you wanted to do that. Now I'm going to fire this thing up, open the hood, let you listen to it run under the hood. $83,420 miles. New battery. That's one of our batteries there. Serpentine belt is new. Quiet motor. Of course, I'm used to diesel, so anything's quiet when you got a diesel, right? It's kind of nice. You got some. This is for the air hoses here. And I think that there's another one in the back somewhere. Yeah. Oh, there's a space for one. That's where they go. But there's still one right here. They had something mounted here on the floor. There's an old nasty manual. It's just a work truck. Somebody make a fortune on this thing. It does have a ladder rack, which is functional on this guy. Kind of go like that. That. It's kind of cool. Seat's in great shape. The other trucks we got in had really ratty seats. Let's see. Oh, we gotta turn that on. There we go. There's your air. Air conditioning on and off. That's on, obviously. This truck does not have tilt, does not have cruise. Just a truck, which is good. That keeps all the stuff that gets in the way of doing work out of the way. The less bells and whistles, the better. If you're trying to make a living with something. The air is blowing ice cold. All the settings work. Let's go for a ride. All right. If you come to Tucson to drive this thing home, which you're welcome to do, you are going to pay a dock fee of $250, and you're going to pay taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3% and you come here, you're going to pay 5% tax and $250 dock fee. If your state tax rate is 6%, you're going to pay 8% tax and a $250 dock fee. That's your tax plus our tax. Our 2% added to your state tax. If you pay by wire and ship, there's no tax, there's no dock fees. You just deal with your tax man, your motor vehicle fees, whatever, when it comes off the shipping truck in your city. Once we receive your payment by wire, we will fill in the title, notarize it, and send it off to you. We will scan everything that we send to you into your online file, so you'll be able to see the notarized title, and even the envelope that we mail it in, you'll be able to see online before it even goes in the mail. You'll be able to see a copy of the title that AT&T gave us for the truck. Basically, everything that we know about the truck, you will know. There are no secrets here. The purpose of this drill online is to make sure that information is flowing at a rapid pace. There will be nothing secret. That way, we don't get screamed at by somebody in Topeka, Kansas or Michigan about something we didn't tell them. The right vehicle will find the right person if we do this correctly, and we do it correctly. When we have trucks that have problems, we tell people, hey, it's got a bad this or a bad that. That way, a guy who has the part sitting in his house to fix that, whatever it is, buys the truck instead of the person who has no idea how to fix it. All right, we don't want that person to buy the truck. We want the guy with the part. So, if there was something wrong with this truck, we would tell you. Doesn't mean there's not going to be something wrong with it next week because it's a used vehicle, which, you know, there is some risk involved in buying anything used. This thing runs great. Nice truck. Just a nice little work truck. You know, if you need to make some money and do some work, this would be perfect. Let's see, deposits. Please get your deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. We'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. The last thing I'm going to say, I kind of touched on already, is warranty. Obviously, if Chevy could have given this a 25-year, 250,000-mile warranty, they would have sold a lot of them, and they would have sold them for a lot more money. The reason they didn't is because they don't know what was going to happen. The people who built it had no idea what was going to happen to this truck after X amount of years or X amount of miles. That's why they stopped the warranty. All right? If they didn't know and they built it, there's no chance that we know more than them. So, the translation for what I'm giving you this speech about is that there's no way of us knowing what's going to happen to this truck once you own it. Okay? There's no way. So, if you need a sure thing, you need to go buy a new truck and get a utility box put on it, and you'll have warranty and you'll be safe. If you're good with a little bit of risk, realizing that you're saving a bunch of money buying from us, and that sooner or later you will have to make a repair, then this is a good shot. I mean, this is a risk worth taking. It's a gas truck. It's a 5.7. They only made 5 zillion of these things. So, and it's very basic. So if something goes wrong with it in the future, whether it's a tranny or a motor or whatever, it's really pretty cheap to buy these things. That's the good part about these trucks being so basic and so plentiful. Back in the day, these parts were all over the place. The thing that makes this thing rare, obviously, is the utility bed and the compressor. The setup for it, that's not cheap. Buy that box is a fortune. Okay? So anyway, my speech is basically, we don't know if it's going to need something the day after you get it. Today, it's in great shape. It runs great. But you know, if you're not willing to assume some risk, then please don't buy from us. But if you're really ready to assume some risk and you like what you see, then please make an offer. Thank you.